Uh, okay. Can you చెప్పండి. So, any doubts or any concerns from pi to side or side to side? So, if you are familiar with that, then we'll go for the express route for the private connect. Okay. So now, so it is mandatory for the production environment. So why do we need express route for the production? So why do we need to have this express route connection for the production environment as mandatory? So production may have large databases. Okay. High performance applications. Okay. So to access all this, these files, to access all this, we must need to have this express route circuit. If you use the side to side, so what could be the maximum bandwidth? What could be the maximum capacity bandwidth? It's 1.25 gigs Gbps per second. So in production, for the accessing of the production workloads, it may not sufficient. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? What kind of issues you could get? So what kind of issues you could get? Lagging. Okay. The ingress and egress of the data will be very slow. Ingress and egress of the data will be very slow. You mean to say the accessing of the data and accessing your application will be has performance issues. Okay. One more thing. Low security with the side to side. Why? The traffic goes over public. So that could be the reason. You could say that traffic, the security will be low. If you use this express route, yeah, it's a completely private network with high security. Why? Because it is a dedicated network. It is a purely dedicated network. So no one cannot trace it. Okay, these are all the disadvantages of using the side to side. So that could be the reason we must use express route circuit for the production environment to access the production workflows. Okay, so the capability of this express route circuit is we may have on-premises environment, may have the cloud workloads like multiple subscriptions. You can able to access, associate multiple workloads with the express route circuits on on-premises location. These are all the VPNs via VPN. One express source circuit is capable of having associated with multiple subscriptions with multiple VPN gateways. Via the VPN gateway, the express route send the traffic to the your multiple subscriptions. So using the express route circuit. How the express route circuits will work? Is on-premises network, partner network, Microsoft network, and okay. Is the private public and Microsoft theory. This is customer network. From customer network to partner network. Who is the partner here?
Client.
No. It's not a client. It is a ISP, Internet Service Provider. Your partner is nothing but your Internet Service Provider. It communicates with your partner network. From partner partner network to you are establishing the connectivity. That is a express route circuit. This is the primary link. One is secondary link. So why do we need to have primary and secondary? What is the use of it?
One line goes down, second line.
Exact. For the high availability purpose. Hmm. So one link goes down, still you can able to access from the another one to provide the high availability. What is this network? This is the Microsoft network. Microsoft network is nothing but your on data center where your applications and databases are hosting. Let's assume that you are from Hyderabad and selected the South India. That is the Microsoft network. Okay. From Microsoft network to you can able to access to this is the services. What are the private, public, and Microsoft services? What do you mean by private? No.
Locally,
Locally distributed. How you are creating a local network?
in a domain.
In a domain? Okay. By using the virtual network. You mean to say you can able to access, these are all the IaaS services. Infrastructure as a services. You mean you can able to access virtual machines and the databases using Private IP addresses. Private IP address is nothing but your VNet. Getting it or not? You can able to access via express route of using the private peering. You can able to access all your IaaS services, infrastructure as a service services, which is called as your virtual machines. Virtual machines, right? So that virtual machines you may deploy your applications and databases, whatever it may be. That is a different thing. Okay. The services which you can able to access using the private IPs, that is called a private peering. What do you mean by the public peering? Public IPs. So what are the services you would access from the public? All PaaS services. Azure Web Apps, Azure SQL DBs, okay, function apps, APIs. These are all the public. So you can able to access all these services via public IPs. What do you mean by the Microsoft peering? SaaS services. Active Directory, Dynamics 365, Office 365.
Salesforce for anyone.
If you deploy your Salesforce on Microsoft Azure SaaS platform, you can able to access the Microsoft. All the SaaS components comes under with the Microsoft service. Even though if your own application can be converted as a SaaS application. Okay. So these are all the three types of peering: private, public, and Microsoft. It's completely based on your requirement. You can choose which peering you would like to go ahead. Clear? Any doubts or any concerns? Okay. So this is your on-premises customer location. From on-premises customer location, it can create connection to partner network. See, you have to select the local area ISP. So let's assume that you have tie up with the AT&T. The AT&T cannot create the connection for your present location. I mean, this is South India. India lo AT&T undadu. So you have to choose the local internet provider, local ISP. Airtel, Vodafone, Airtel, Tata Communications, Reliance Jio. Who is provided the networks? So you have to select the local network and you have to combine with your subscriptions. Let's assume that one subscription or one couple of resources were hosted in South India, a couple of services hosted in UK. So you have to create multiple connections. Okay, maximum it will allow you to create under one subscription episode, it will create the 10 connections. Under one subscription you can create 10 express route circuits as well. Okay, so then based on your location you have to choose the ISP. From the ISP you can create the multiple connections. Okay. So very simple. This is your on-premises network. This is your partner network. The partner network could be assume the Tata Telecommunications. This from Tata Telecommunications you have to connect it to your Azure environment. You do not have feasibility directly to create a connection between your on-premises to the cloud, on Azure data center. The connectivity goes to partner network. From partner network, the tunnel will be created.
Yeah.
What is the tunnel? What is the tunnel? For access road?
VPN.
Here we do not have, so VPNs might have, but via VPN you can create the connectivity. But the tunnel, which is the tunnel created? The from that tunnel, even though you have the VPN also, from that tunnel the process, the network goes. SSTP for site, point to site. It is a BGP, border gateway protocol. The traffic goes via border gateway protocol. For express route circuit, you have to use the border gateway protocol. So now we are establishing the border gateway protocol. Okay, just write down. Azure Express Route circuits. మీరు కంపల్సరీగా ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఇది లేకుండా there is no interview. Why? Because it is a mandatory for the production. Network.
VPN to VPN item.
Class. Site to site. Recording session I'll share with you. Okay, Azure Express routes extend your on-premises network. Extend your on-premises network into the Microsoft cloud. Into the Microsoft cloud over the private connection. Over the private connection created by the connectivity provider. Created by the connectivity provider. With express route circuit, you can establish the connections. You can establish the connections to Microsoft Cloud Services. To Microsoft Cloud Services such as Microsoft Azure, Office 365 and Dynamics 365. Benefits with express route. It is a layer 3 connectivity. What do you mean by layer 3? Layer 3 and what type of creative connection it is? Network layers idea on the what is the layer 3?
Transport layer.
Sorry?
Transport layer.
No, transport layer is the layer 4. Layer 3 is the network layer. Layer 3 is the network layer. Okay, the connection goes over the network layer, which is very secure. Okay, so layer 3 connectivity between your on-premises network and the Microsoft cloud through the connectivity provider. Through the connectivity provider. can establish the connection. You can establish the connection to Microsoft Cloud services across all the regions. There is no restriction. You can create n number of regions which associated with the one express route. Don't think that one express route circuit is only available to access the only one region. You can associate with the multiple regions by creating the multiple connections with the one express route. Okay, dynamic routing between your network and Microsoft. Dynamic routing between your network and Microsoft over BGP protocol. Over BGP, Border Gateway Protocol. Next. The connectivity can be any to any. The connectivity can be from any to any network. A point-to-point connection through virtual cross connection via Ethernet exchange. Via Ethernet. It's not an internet, it's a Ethernet exchange. Why? Because you are creating purely private network. That is the Ethernet connection. Okay, these are all the advantages of using the express route circuit over site to site. Okay, peering domains. PAI pairing domains. What are the three types of pairing domains we have? Private, public and Microsoft. So private pairing. The private pairing domain is considered to be trusted extension of your core network into Microsoft Azure. Okay, this pairing allows you to connect to virtual machines and cloud services. Using the, how do you connect your virtual machines? Using the private IPs. Using private IP addresses. Public pairing. The connection related to services. What are the PaaS services? storage, web apps, SQL DBs. These are all the PaaS services. The connection related to services such as Azure Storage, SQL databases, and websites are offered on public IPs. On public IPs. The services which you are going to access using the private IP is called a private pairing. The services which you are accessing using the public IPs, that is called a public pairing. Okay. Microsoft pairing. Hybrid pairing అంటూ ఉండదు, hybrid connectivity ఉండదు. The establishing a communication between your on-premises and the cloud. So on-premises is treated as a private cloud, and your Azure or any AWS or any Google clouds treated as a public. The combination of combining the both is called a hybrid network. Connectivity to all other Microsoft online services. Microsoft pairing under Microsoft connectivity to all other Microsoft online services like Office 365, Dynamics 365, and Azure PaaS services is through the Microsoft pairing. SaaS and PaaS. So that's what I am saying. You have created one web app as a PaaS service. You can convert that web app as a SaaS service also. Okay. So these are all the different type of pairings will be available. Now let's go ahead and create the express route and associated with our networks. Portal.azure.com.
Prashant, I have just little doubt regarding the routing protocol.
Okay.
So that is completely depending upon the ISP provider, right? Which they wants to the BGP or RIP protocol.
Yes.
That is depending upon the ISP provider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not only BGP.
Yeah, so it's not only BGP, the traffic via goes over that protocol. That protocol can be created by using the ISP.
Okay, that is completely ISP dependent.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's a purely dedicated lease line. So you mean to say in the earlier days you could see that there is a landline. If you see, use the landline phones, right? So the dedicated line goes to via with the connectivity. That connectivity goes via to ఎక్కడ నుంచి వస్తుంది మనకు మన టెలిఫోన్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ ఉంటుంది. From that telephone exchange there is a lease line that goes to your local connectivity. The local connectivity in the sense you might have one box in your local connection. From that box to your home there is a dedicated line.
Correct.
Exactly, this is how it works. It's very simple if you talk in a layman terms. So
I just got confused regarding the routing protocol.
Exactly.
I just confused with the routing protocol. That's may vary depending upon the ISP providers. Just wanted to cross verify whether they will use the only BGP or it's a ISP specific dependent.
Only BGP. If you refer express route, it's only refer to the BGP only.
Okay, for the express routes, it prefers only
Only
BGP.
border gateway protocol.
Okay, BGP. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So in earlier days, assume that your home is on premises. From your on premises, you have to connect to your partner network. You mean to say one router or one pole. One pole ఉంటుంది phone కి switches ఉంటాయి. That your line goes to your pole to switch. From there, that goes to the telephone exchange. Right. So this is how we have seen in the earlier days. That the same terminology applies here. From your on-premises network to the partner network, from partner network to the Microsoft data center. Very simple. So it's a purely dedicated lease line. Clear? Let's go to all services. Search for express route circuit. ఇది క్రియేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత delete చేయండి. So sometimes once it is converted, అనుకోకుండా కొన్ని పేజ్గా కన్వర్ట్ అవుతాయి మీ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్, మీకు తెలియకుండా ఎక్కడైనా అప్గ్రేడ్ చేయొచ్చు. సో దెన్ ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ ప్రాబ్లమాటిక్. సో ఇట్ వాస్ రీసెంట్ పాస్ట్ ఇన్ ద లాస్ట్ టూ ప్రీవియస్ బ్రాచెస్. ఒక అబ్బాయి దీన్ని కన్వర్ట్ చేశాడు పేజ్ 3.5 lakh బిల్ వచ్చి. సో it's not in a problem, just still you can disable your credit card so that you can save your money. But my intention is that once you practice it, just delete it. Okay, even though if you're going to create your virtual machines also, just stop it. The services which are going to be cost, all practice and delete it immediately. Okay, just go to add the
ఆటోమేటిక్గా బిల్ మన అకౌంట్ నుంచి లాగేసి తీసుకుంటుంది.
మీరు అదే చెప్తున్నాను, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఏ ఫ్రీ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ ఇట్ నెవర్, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఏ పే యాజ్ యూ గో చూసుకోండి. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద ఇన్వాయిస్, అంటే మీరు ఎంత యూజ్ చేశారో అది మీకు ఒక ఇన్వాయిస్ పంపించిన తర్వాత డిడక్ట్ చేస్తారు, డైరెక్ట్ గా చేయడానికి. సో సమ్ టైమ్స్ అన్ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్లీ వితౌట్ యువర్ నోటీస్ యువర్ ఫ్రీ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇన్ టు pay as you go, మీకు తెలియకుండానే అప్గ్రేడ్ చేసేసి ఉంటారు. సో స్టిల్ దెర్ ఈస్ నో వరీ, స్టిల్ యూ కెన్ కాల్ టు మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ డిజేబుల్ దిస్ సర్వీస్. నాకు తెలియకుండా ఇలా అయిపోయింది, క్యాన్సిల్ చేయని చెప్పేసి యూ కెన్ డిజేబుల్ ద క్రెడిట్ కార్డ్ అండ్ ఎంటైర్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్. దట్స్ నాట్ ఎనఫ్ ప్రాబ్లం. Okay, so this is the new express route circuit. If you have already one express route circuit with the classic portal, if you would like to import it, yes, you can say the import. Yes, it will ask you that what is the service key and what is the circuit name. That's it. So if you want to create a new one, just create the new one. So LCP prod express route. That is the express route. So who is the provider? As I told, it's completely depends upon your present location. Based on the present location, you have to choose the local providers. Okay. So where is our subscription related to? Our resource group Canada. So as of now, I am going to select Airtel. Let's check it. So what is your peering location? Once you select your Airtel provider, then only the peering location will come to the picture. So where Airtel provided the service? That's it. This have Airtel service only have to two locations, Mumbai and Chennai. That's it. I mean to say it's purely for India. When go back and go for AT&T, Washington DC, pure completely US.
Yes.
That is the reason. So you have to select where is your data center. So for which data center you have to create, you would like to create the private network. Based on that location only, you have to choose the ISP. Mm, okay, select the Bell Canada. Select the Toronto. What is the bandwidth? What is the maximum bandwidth you could get using Express Route? 10 Gbps. Okay, so it starts from 50 Mbps. Again, you may ask that. So why do they provide the 50 Mbps? We have already site-to-site network which supports maximum 1.25 Gbps. Whoever would like to access their services via private network, they can use it. That is the overall idea about it. మీకు సైట్ టు సైట్ అవసరం లేదు. స్టిల్ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు యాక్సెస్ మై సర్వీసెస్ ఓవర్ ద ప్రైవేట్ నెట్వర్క్. మై bandwidth needed only 100 Mbps. Getting it or not? That also can be done. So you have to select your bandwidth. Again, your bandwidth can be selected, completely depends upon the services which you need to access. What is the ingress and what is the egress. Based on that ingress egress, idi meeru no need to worry, your architect will be taken care. Your architect will be taken care. He will take care about what is the bandwidth do we need for the accessing of these all the services. Okay, so just assume that it's a 500 Mbps. Okay, scoop. Whether you want to go for standard or whether you want to go for the premium. If it is a standard, it support to access private peering not more than 10 virtual networks. Not more than, let's assume that we have one subscription, under one subscription we have 20 virtual networks. We have 20 virtual networks. All these 20 virtual networks you have to access via express route. Then you have to go for standard. Sorry, premium. It's more than 4K routes. 4K routes, 4000 routing capability. So then you have to choose premium express route. Else you can go for the standard. If it is a very simple, when we go for premium, if your virtual networks more than 10, then we do go for premium. Billing model. So whether you want to go for prepaid or whether you want to go for postpaid. Okay. So let's assume that, so you are accessing this private pairing. You mean to say which multiple virtual networks you do have here, you are accessing it. So I am going for the private pairing. Sorry, metered. Let's assume that I will have, once it is crossed the 50 GB data, I have access to 50 GB of the data for this month. Then if it is a meter, once you select the meter for the 50 GB, you cannot access it more than unlimited. There is no restriction. You can access unlimited data. So what would happen in this scenario meter? If you say metered, if it is crossed more than 50 GB, it does not allow you to access your services over the express route. అప్పుడు ఎలా మేనేజ్ చేస్తారు? So it does not allow you to access your services over the express route if the data is crossed more than 50 GB. Then how do you access your services? By default, you might have site to site, right?
Yeah.
That is the high availability. Let's assume that sometimes your internet service provider may have some issues. They do not provide the internet to you. That means to say you cannot access your services? No, you might have site to site. That is the high availability, for the high availability. Getting it or not? Site to site and express route. Once express route is not available, still you can able to access your services over site to site for the high availability. Site to site another default. Okay, So if when you are accessing your services over the private, we might need to have this express route. Okay, once you go for unlimited or metered అనేది మనం వాళ్ళకి చెప్పాలి ISPకి. What is your metered maximum GB access? They say unlimited, there is no need to worry about it. So unlimitedly you can access, then based on that you have to pay to the ISP. So allow classic operations. You have some services which is running in the classic portal. If you would like to access via express route circuit, then just say allow. As of now, we don't have classic services. There's no need to worry. Select the subscription resource group. What is your resource group? This is the one. Just say create the express route. చూడండి కింద note ఏముంది? By clicking it, immediately it will start the billing. Why? Because it is not in Microsoft hands. It completely depends upon the ISP, Internet Service Provider.
It's a free service లో ఉంది.
ఫ్రీ సర్వీస్ లో ఉంటుంది. అందుకే చెప్తాను ఇమ్మీడియట్ గా ఒక్కసారి ట్రై చేసిన తర్వాత డిలీట్ చేసి. So this is your express route. So the status still you could see that not provision. Just you have created the express route. That's it. The connectivity not yet provision. So if you want to establish the connectivity, just share this service key with your ISP. You have just copy this and email to your ISP. Then only the connectivity has provision. You could see the provision status succeeded until unless you cannot access your services over the express route.
Even though it will take the
No, for the provisioning of this, you don't take it until unless it is succeeded and connected to your ISP. Okay, you have to share this service key with your internet service provider. The internet, once it is shared, they can establish the proper connectivity. Okay, so now as we discussed, we have different pairings: Azure, private, public, and Microsoft. ఇది మనకు చేయలేము. So why? Because we don't have dedicated ISP for us. Okay, so just go to private. There you need to ask that what is your IP? Via express route, which subnet and which virtual networks you would like to associate it and access. ఇది until unless the circuit is provisioned, it does not allow you. మీ circuit as successful అవుతేనే, I mean to say, once you share with the service key, once you have successfully established the circuit, then it will allow you to enter the peer network and which private subnet you would like to access. So here for subnet gateways, you have to provide the subnet gateways and sharing. That's it. Then via express route, you can able to access the subnets which you have given the key. The like same public peering. You have to provide all this information. Okay. So whereas coming to establish the connection, you have to configure the connectivity with the express route. Economic allow లేదు. So that could be the reason. What I can say, just go to all services, connections. Here you can create the connection. So what is the connectivity type? Express route. Okay. What is the virtual network gateway? Through which virtual network gateway you have to associate with your express route where the traffic goes via express, that particular express route. So why? I have already one VPN gateway. Why it is not showing? That connectivity is associated with the site to site. So you might have one VPN gateway. For that VPN gateway, you have to select. Once you select this VPN gateway, then select the express route. What is our express route? This is also disabled. Why? It is not a provision. It is not a provision. This is a so until unless you share, if you share with the service key with your ISP, it is not successfully provisioned. Then only it will allow. The connection type name and routing bandwidth. What is the particularly how much bandwidth you have to use from this particular VPN gateway? Among we have 500, right? I can give 250 Mbps for this. The rest of the 250 I could associate with another VPN gateway. Okay, so that is how we have to create the VPN associating the gateway with your express route circuit. Okay, so నేను ఇక్కడ డైరెక్ట్ ఇక్కడ కనెక్షన్స్ ఎందుకు వచ్చాను అంటే వై బికాస్ ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ అవుట్ సర్క్యూట్ మనకు అలౌ చేయదు కదా దట్ కుడ్ బి ద రీజన్ you see that it does not allow until unless your circuit is provisioned. So in the so you could see that bandwidth later part of time as of now I have 500 Mbps. Later part of time your services has been increased. You found that this particular 500 Mbps is not sufficient to access your services. You can increase it later, or you can increase or you can reduce. There is no point to decrease. You have to just increase. So whether you want to go for premium again later part you can change it. Okay, these are all the settings. Okay, okay, you can particularly give the particular access to the particular users to access these express route circuits. Pairings, we have 3 types of pairings which you can use. If you want to monitor, just you can go to the metrics. For the monitoring, we will talk about later. We will have different class session for the monitoring. I will tell you how to monitor all these express route circuits and VPN gateways and virtual networks. Okay. So this is all about the express route. You cannot create the connectivity. Why? Because of not provision. Okay. Any doubts or any concerns so far? It is a very important concept when in terms of infra. For the production ki compulsory you must have the express route circuits. Why? Because production environment should be secure. That could be the reason each and every customer recommended to have this express route circuit. Okay.
But one time configuration is
One time. ఇది వన్ టైం సెటప్ అంతే డైలీ ఏమి ఉండదు నెట్వర్క్ అనేది వన్ టైం సెటప్ అంతే సో మీరు ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు వాట్ ఈస్ డే టు డే యాక్టివిటీస్ అంటే ఇవన్నీ మీరు చెప్పకూడదు వై బికాస్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద వన్ టైం సెటప్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అన్ డే టు డే యాక్టివిటీ సో వన్స్ యూ క్రియేట్ ద కనెక్టివిటీ దట్స్ ఇట్ యూజింగ్ దట్ కనెక్టివిటీ యూ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ ఆల్ ద సర్వీసెస్ ఇట్స్ అ వన్ టైం సెటప్ బట్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అ న్యూ ప్రాజెక్ట్ కొత్త ప్రాజెక్ట్ అనుకోండి యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ Going forward, if going forward, next 1 year or 1.5 year, there is no DevOps, there is no infra. అందరూ ఒకటే, అందరూ అన్ని చేయాలి. So then in scenario, it will help you all of these things. Okay.
ఇప్పుడు ఒక అకౌంట్ ఉన్నాం.
Okay. Okay.
ఆ విప్రో అకౌంట్ లో నంబర్ ఆఫ్ కస్టమర్స్ కూడా యాడ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు.
చేయొచ్చు. That is Wipro is your tenant. Under the tenant, you may have the multiple directories. You can add it. So let's assume that
ఆ టెక్నాలజీ నేమ్ బట్ ఇట్ షుడ్ బి సెక్యూర్ కదా. ఆ క్లయింట్ కి ఈ క్లయింట్ కి కనపడకూడదు.
obviously based on that it will be the particular domain. You can able to access the particular domain only. So I will tell you very simple. So you are a Azure engineer, okay, working for Wipro. Assume it. So for Wipro ki entamandi customers unnaru? I mean to say projects. Okay. You have, assume it, AT&T, Coca-Cola, and assume that. So these are all the different clients or different projects. Okay. So you have one manager. A manager ఏమన్నాడు, ఈ మూడు ప్రాజెక్టులకి he is a delivery manager. Assume it. సో డ్యూ టు ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ రిసోర్స్, వాళ్ళ మార్కెట్లో అజూర్ వాళ్ళు దొరకలేదు. అతను ఏమడిగాడు, నిన్ను అడిగాడు జస్ట్ నాకు ఈ మూడు ప్రాజెక్టులకు సపోర్ట్ చేయాలి, రైట్? వాట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ ఈమెయిల్ ఐడి? xyz@wipro.com, right? So who is Wipro here?
So it is service oriented.
Service. That is fine. So how you are managing all these three subscriptions? Who is managing all these three customer Azure subscriptions? Wipro only. Wipro is a CSP, cloud service partner. Cloud service partner. So Wipro has managing all your subscriptions. Behalf of your customer, Wipro managing all your subscriptions, right? Okay. So now you have, first you are into AT&T. ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మీరు వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో హౌ డు యూ లాగిన్? You log in as a xyzwipro.com into this particular subscription. Why? Because you are managing, being as a Wipro, you are managing that particular subscription of AT&T, behalf of AT&T, right? So అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు, మీరు AT&T అకౌంట్ ఉండాల్సిన పని లేదు, xyz@AT&T ఉండాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. బీయింగ్ యాజ్ ఏ CSP, యూ కెన్ లాగిన్ విత్ విప్రో సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ టు దిస్ అకౌంట్. అది ఏమవుతుంది, ఒక డైరెక్టరీ. AT&T is a one directory. Under the parent is the tenant. Under the tenant, AT&T is the directory. Apart, then later after 2-3 months, నీ మేనేజర్ ఏం చేశాడు, దీనికి కూడా సపోర్ట్ చేయి అని చెప్పాడు, కోకోకోలా కూడా. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు, సేమ్ దీని కిందనే, ఈ విప్రో కిందనే మళ్ళీ ఇంకో డైరెక్టరీ యాడ్ చేస్తారు. దట్ ఈస్ ఎ కోకోకోలా డైరెక్టరీ. సో అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, డిఫరెంట్ డైరెక్టరీస్ వస్తాయి. సో under one directory you may have the multiple subscriptions. AT&T కింద మళ్ళీ డిఫరెంట్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. మనము సపరేట్ సెగ్రిగేట్ చేస్తాం అన్నమాట. అది ఎవరు చేస్తారంటే మీ AD వాళ్ళు చేస్తారు, యాక్టివ్ డైరెక్టరీ వాళ్ళు. హూ ఈజ్ మేనేజింగ్ అకౌంట్స్ అండ్ యూజర్స్ అని ఉంటారు. సో వాళ్ళు మేనేజ్ చేస్తారు ఇవన్నీ. సో పర్టికులర్ గా ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, AT&Tకి సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ 1, సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ 2 డిఫరెంట్ గా మేనేజ్ చేస్తాం. సో పర్టికులర్ గా యూ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు ప్రొవైడ్ యాక్సెస్ టు ద సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ 1. మీకు విప్రో నుంచి లాగిన్ అయినా పర్టికులర్ గా AT&Tకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఈ ఒక్కదానికి మాత్రమే సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ మీకు యాక్సెస్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. అలాగా మల్టిపుల్ కస్టమర్స్ కూడా యాక్సెస్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. అండర్ విప్రో ఇస్ ద టెనెంట్, అప్పుడు టెనెంట్ ఎవరవుతున్నారు, మీ సిఎస్పి కాబట్టి విప్రో ఇస్ ద టెనెంట్. అండర్ ద టెనెంట్ యూ మే హ్యావ్ ద మల్టిపుల్ డైరెక్టరీస్. అండర్ ద మల్టిపుల్ డైరెక్టరీస్ యూ మే హ్యావ్ ద మల్టిపుల్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్. అంటే దీన్ని గ్రాన్యులర్ లెవెల్ యాక్సెస్ అంటారు. సో గ్రాన్యులర్ లెవెల్ యాక్సెస్ కూడా చేయొచ్చు.
సార్ మళ్ళీ AT&T ఉందనుకోండి, ఇప్పుడు 3 years అగ్రిమెంట్ 2020కి కాగ్నిజెంట్ వెళ్ళిపోయింది.
ఓకే,
అప్పుడు ఎలా చేస్తారు సార్ అది?
అప్పుడు మీకు సంబంధం లేదు కదా.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ AT&T వాడు తీసుకొని కాగ్నిజెంట్ లో వేయాలి కదా.
AT&T కరెక్ట్. నీ అప్పుడు మీ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ యూజర్ డీటెయిల్స్ అన్ని అప్పుడు వాళ్ళు డిలీట్ చేసేస్తారు. విప్రోకి సంబంధించిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మొత్తం డిలీట్ చేస్తారు. నువ్వు ఎలా లాగిన్ అవుతున్నావు ఇప్పుడు AT&T లోకి? విప్రో అకౌంట్ తోనే కదా. విప్రో అకౌంటే ఉండదు. దెన్ హౌ డూ యూ లాగిన్ టు యువర్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్?
అవన్నీ ఎవరు చేస్తారు సార్?
ఏడీ పీపుల్. ఏడీలో ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఇది ఉంటుంది, అకౌంట్స్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అని అంటారు. వీళ్ళు పర్టికులర్ గా ఇవే చేస్తారు. వీళ్ళకు విర్చువల్ మిషన్స్, డేటాబేసెస్, అప్లికేషన్ కి సంబంధం ఉండదు. వీళ్ళు ప్యూర్లీ మేనేజ్ యువర్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ అండ్ అకౌంట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. ఈ అకౌంట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ యూజర్స్. ఎవరికి యాక్సెస్ ఇవ్వాలి, ఎవరికి యాక్సెస్ ఇవ్వద్దు, అలా మీకు ఆల్రెడీ ఇక్కడ మీకు వెళ్తే ఇక్కడ స్విచ్, యూ కెన్ స్విచ్ యువర్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ అండ్ యూ కెన్ స్విచ్ ద డైరెక్టరీస్. See which ID I have logged into this subscription now. This is not my subscription. My subscription is from which subscription it is? My subscription, Mastercard subscription. I log into Mastercard subscription as a my domain, my company domain. If I go to switch it, any domain, ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని డైరెక్టరీస్ ఉన్నాయి? I am eligible to access all these directories. అంటే నా పేరెంట్ ఐడెంటిటీ ట్రయాంగిల్. అండర్ ద ట్రయాంగిల్ I have Mastercard, I have Sandbox, multiple directories. So if I go to Mastercard, else if you go to the Sandbox, different subscriptions ఉంటాయి మరి ఆ డైరెక్టరీ కూడా. How do you know that? So this is the subscription. GTS Cloud is the one subscription. ఇది డిఫరెంట్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్. ఇక్కడ వరకే మీకు యాక్సెస్ ఉంటుంది. యూ మే హ్యావ్ మల్టిపుల్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ అండర్ ద శాండ్ బాక్స్ అగైన్, బట్ దే కెన్ రిస్ట్రిక్ట్ యూ టు ఓన్లీ టు గివ్ ద యాక్సెస్ టు ద పర్టికులర్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్. అగైన్ Mastercard. Under the Mastercard I have multiple subscriptions. See, non-production, production, different subscriptions. ఇలాగ మేనేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. There is not mandatory to have only access for one subscription. It is the one user. That is the advantage of the cloud AD. This is not possible with your on-premises Active Directory, right? So this is the advantages of a cloud. Multi-directory. Clear? Clear so far? Okay. So tomorrow we will talk about. We have what is the pending? We have done with the point side to side, access route, and Google pending on the entity. multi-site. Tomorrow we'll see the multi-site connect. Any doubts or any concerns?
Hello. What is the difference between AWS and Azure? Main difference.
See, coming to AWS and Azure or Google or IBM Cloud or vCenter, there is no difference. All are public
Okay.
clouds only. So it's completely
Okay.
your wish. It's to choose which cloud based on your requirement.
Okay.
Differences same ఉండవు. All are public clouds only.
So how many classes have you finished? Because I joined today itself.
Sorry?
How many classes have you finished? Like I joined today itself.
How many?
This is my first class.
Okay.
Class have you finished?
Okay, you can call me so that we can discuss. I am unable to hear you properly.
Okay.
Okay, the mainly sometimes you could face this question in interviews as well. So let's assume that my customer would like to move to the cloud. He decided to move to the cloud, whether he not yet decided to go for Azure or AWS or Google or something else. So what is the right cloud to choose based on their requirement? ఇది మనం ఆల్రెడీ డిస్కస్ చేసాం. ఓకే, it's a completely based on the requirement how they would like to grow up with. So let's assume that you have already Microsoft services which you are using with the MSDN subscriptions. MSDN, I mean to say Microsoft Domain Network Services, Enterprise Services. Like Microsoft Domain Network లో ఏమేమి వస్తాయి? విజువల్ స్టూడియో సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్, డేటా SQL సర్వర్, దెన్ తర్వాత SQL, అన్ని సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ నీకు ఫ్రీగా ఉంటాయి. ఐ మీన్ టు సే యూ హ్యావ్ some couple of the customers buy bulkily this MSDN subscription. Okay, so then these guys do not go with AWS. Enduku? They have already MSDN subscriptions. They have already these MSDN subscriptions which they use the Azure services. They can associate this existing MSDN subscription with this Azure for the cost purpose. ఓకే, సో ఇలాంటి సినారియోస్ ఉంటాయి. మీరు AWSకి వెళ్ళారు అనుకోండి, AWS do not have any other own products apart AWS. అంటే they don't have dedicated language, they don't have dedicated database, okay, they don't have separate tools to implement. వాళ్ళకి అవన్నీ ఏమీ లేవు. సో మీరు AWSకి వెళ్ళారు అనుకుంటే you have to buy each and everything.
Open source companies can be used AWS.
ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ అని మీరు ఎలా చెప్తున్నారు?
కొన్ని కంపెనీస్ ఉంటాయి ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ ఏ ఉంటాయి, PHP, MySQL.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు PSP, MySQL Azure లో వాడొద్దు అంటారు.
అప్పుడు దీనికి వెళ్ళొచ్చు కదా సార్,
AWS కు వెళ్ళొచ్చు. See, that what I am saying, there is no restriction. Microsoft do not say that if you use any PHP or open source, don't use my Azure. They are not saying like that. So it's completely మీకు అన్ని ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ మీద యూ కెనాట్ డిపెండ్ ఇట్, రైట్? మీకు అన్ని ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ మీద యూ కెనాట్ రన్ యువర్ కంపెనీ. యూ మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ సమ్ ఎంటర్ప్రైజ్ లైసెన్సెస్. ఆ ఎంటర్ప్రైజ్ లైసెన్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు మీకు Oracle ఎంటర్ప్రైజ్ లైసెన్స్ ఉంది, దెన్ ప్రిఫర్ టు గో ఫర్ AWS. వై? బికాస్ Oracle అండ్ SQL ఆర్ బోత్ కాంపిటీటర్స్. అర్థమవుతుంది? మీకు గ్రౌండ్ లెవెల్లో చూస్తే చాలా డిఫరెన్సెస్ వస్తాయి. సో మీరు Oracle లైసెన్సులు ఉన్నాయి మీ దగ్గర, దెన్ యూ కెన్ యూజ్ Azure. బట్ అజూర్కి వచ్చే టైంకి మళ్ళీ స్టిల్ మీరు ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ లైసెన్స్ మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ Oracle లైసెన్స్ మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ పే చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. అదే AWSకి వెళ్ళారు అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఫ్రీ కదా. దట్ వాట్. సో లెట్స్ అజ్యూమ్ దట్ ఈ రెండు కాదు, మీ దగ్గర హ్యూజ్ డేటా ఉంది, యూ వుడ్ లైక్ టు స్టోర్ హ్యూజ్ డేటా, దెన్ గో ఫర్ GCP. GCPలో స్టోరేజ్ చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ సినారియోస్ ఉంటాయి టు గో ఫర్ విచ్ క్లౌడ్ టు యూజ్. అవి మీకు ఇంకా గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ అర్థమవుతాయి, ఎందుకంటే మీరు ఇంకా జస్ట్ న్యూ టు రైట్. సో గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ కెన్ స్లోలీ అండర్స్టాండ్. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
క్లాసెస్
అదే పాయింట్ సైట్ టు సెట్ ఇవన్నీ అయిపోయేది.
ఓకే సార్.
6-7 క్లాసెస్.